And the cold weather's gone.
Well,
isn't it?
It's holding off, but it is coming back, Sean. We're in this battleground. I've been talking about it all week long. The warm air and the cold air are trying to rival each other, bumping into one another. And this is our air mass and shows that we have cold air to our north, warm air to the south, and we have ribbons of warm that are trying to move their way in. They made a lot of progress yesterday. But as we head into the weekend, this northerly flow moves in, and it is the cold that wins out. There are some weather fronts moving in, and that will bring some rain on the leading edge. That means some snow. So into tomorrow, we see this one. It brings snow on its leading edge, but a brief amount, not too much, not the accumulations we saw last weekend. And then another one moves in for Sunday. So a lot going on, but particularly the northern areas, the outlook is largely dry. But for today, the north is cloudy with some rain. Further south, we have some showers, but they will soon clear. So this is what you're waking up to this morning. This is perhaps the wettest it'll be all day because we have rain first thing for the far north of Scotland and some snow showers feeding in here with sub-zero temperatures. Still the warnings for the risk of snow and ice. Showers then feeding through these eastern areas of northern England, mostly of rain. Morning showers through Wales and the southwest will slowly clear through, and it is dry and mild this afternoon, 11 or 12. Now, as we head through this evening and overnight, we can see just a few showers feeding in on that northeasterly breeze along those eastern coasts. It will feel cold today, but here comes the weather front from the southwest. This is where the battleground is set because it brings with it rain on its leading edge snow. At the moment, most likely to see snow in Wales. There is a warning out for Wales and the Midlands, much less likely to see that snow in the Midlands, perhaps transient over some higher ground into tomorrow afternoon. But here's how it looks for Saturday. Scotland, Northern Ireland, the far north of England, sunny, dry and cold. Further south of England and Wales, overcast, temperatures struggling 6 or 7 degrees with that chance of snow on that dividing line there. The outlook then for Sunday, we do it all over again. A weather front moves in from the west, bumping into the cold air, but generally it's the cold that wins out. And as we head into next week, it looks like the Atlantic wins back out again. So the cold gets pushed away into the start of next week. It turns warmer, 10 or 11 degrees by Tuesday, so the battleground is... Good morning to you. Well, it was a whole week ago when we had the snow. Now, as we head into the next few days, there will be some snow. There's still warnings in force, not very much, but it's this battleground that's been set all week. The cold air still sits to the north, but the Atlantic is trying to move in, bringing with it rain, and when it does so, it brings snow on its leading edge, particularly tomorrow through parts of Wales and the Midlands. And then here comes another weather front, and again on its leading edge, there's the risk of some snow as we head into Sunday. But by and large, it's the cold that filters down and actually some more sunshine as we head into the weekend. But for today, other than some patchy rain around, it is largely dry. We have some patchy rain across northern areas of Scotland, some patchy rain and showers through Wales that move through the Midlands and the southeast. And once that clears, some decent spells of sunshine. Showers feeding in across that northeastern coast where it remains cool, 4 or 5 degrees, but further south in the sunshine, much like yesterday, it is mild, 11 or 12 degrees our top temperature. But as I mentioned, it's the cold that wins out as we head through the next 7 days. So here's our outlook, taking us through the weekend into next week as well. This is the north, so it's just a guide for you across northern areas, particularly Scotland, Northern Ireland, the far north of England, of our trends for the next 7 days. The average temperature line is here. Temperatures remain below average throughout the next 7 days across the north because we're on this cold side of things, as I mentioned. Let's look at our percentage chance of rainfall, how likely it is to be wet where you are across the north in the next 7 days. Now, today it's patchy rain around. It turns much drier into the weekend. That cold brings with it the northerly flow, high pressure blocking in. The chance of more rain arriving in the form of showers as we head through to Tuesday, and then more wet weather, more persistent rain, more likely come Thursday. Here's the fortunes further south. So for the rest of England and Wales, south of the Humber, today it is mild. The outlook here shows this average temperature line is below for the weekend. It turns milder into next week. We continue with a bit of a roller coaster ride with the chance of rain. It's largely high for the next few days, but dry into the start of next week.